Excuse me, guys. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I would like to respond to some of the comments that I've been reading from my last post. And people ask me, what do we do? Because if this is how men act, what do we do as women? And I'm going to tell you what we do. Y'all got to approach every relationship as a business. You see, men have always been transactional. But the transaction between them and you is the transaction between a pimp and a hoe. He'll make you think you're getting something, but you're really getting nothing. Look back at all your relationships and tell me, what did you give? And then tell me what you got. And men are doing that to 2, 3, 4 women at a time. Men are not givers. They're takers. Because ever since men were born and men could talk, it's other men teaching them how to take from women. And not just other men that are teaching them, their own mothers groom them and teach them how to take advantage of women, how to get the most out of a woman without giving the least. That's the difference between men and women. That's why men get something out of every relationship they go into, and women come out of relationships crying all the time, giving up her body, her freedom, her hobbies, her friends, her womb, her light, her everything, and leaving with nothing because that man ensured that you get nothing. And that's why they hate to get married, because when they get married, the city or the state or the country they live in hold them accountable. And they give up their leverage. Now they have to hand it to somebody. So they want to sit here and they want to tell you, oh, they lose half of their shit in a marriage. No, that's y'all stuff. You gave her share of what she worked for all these years. That's what just happened there. It's not your shit. That's why they like to tell other men don't get married, but women are still sleeping with them, shacking up with them, having children with them, so they don't have to get married. But the minute that women have other women and men grooming them from birth the same way they do boys, how to get what they need to get before they give men what they want, the playing field will become level. And that's what men don't want. Men do not want a level playing field where they are playing with an equal opponent. They want to be 100 steps ahead of you, and then when you're done, they said, hey, you should have known the game. But get mad at women like me or people like me who put women on game. Women don't get the game until they're at least 30 years old. A 12-year-old boy have more game than a 30-year-old woman. Because ever since he could walk, ever since he could talk, his daddy been telling him how to get over on women, his uncles, his male friends. They don't teach boys how to love women, but they teach us women how to serve men. And I'm teaching women, if you are going to deal with men accordingly. Men always get something. Ask yourself, what is in it for me? You do not have one day to waste. Sit there and let them talk, because they will tell on themselves. Because you owe men nothing. You owe men nothing. You are the table. You have more value in your pinky finger, even at 60 years old, than the average man has in his whole hand. I kid you not. A dying man will still marry a 70-year-old woman because she's still useful to him. But how much woman will marry a 70-year-old man unless he has some money that she wants or that she thinks she's going to get? There's only one reason to deal with men. You should be compensated for pain and suffering, because you will suffer. You will suffer one way or another. You will suffer. Even the women that marry the richest men, ask them, they go through the most. But the money makes it bearable. Stop letting men use you up, play with you. Stop believing in love and romance. It's a myth. It's like a unicorn. It's something you will never find. And stop letting these men tell you, and stop letting these men love bomb you for 3 months and have you stuck to them for life. Talking about when we just met, he was nice to me. He was love bombing you. You should make sure a man never takes his mask off with you. The minute you try to take it off, you tell him, put that bitch back on. If you say, what you talking about? Put it back on. You know what it is I'm talking about. Your mask. Put it back on. Don't play that game with me.